Good afternoon to all. I just want to inform there is a small change in the training schedule. We wanted to start with, but we are starting with a poly range of products. And in the next 20 minutes, Mr. Unni from HP will be joining for the Workstation webinar. Over to you, Gautam sir. You can start.
Yeah, sure then. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Gautam. I'm a technical consultant from Inflow. So I'm going to brief you about Poly video portfolio today. So this is the training agenda: introduction to Poly video conferencing, Poly product overview, Poly hybrid solution bundle, Poly director AI technology, advanced future of Poly product positioning, and finally Q&A. So these are the major things Poly doing: Poly conference, Poly video portfolio, and the Poly desktop, headset, software services, and services. So in that, I'm going to explain about video portfolio today. So we have the solution for adult space and medium rooms and conference, large spaces also. And now, so Poly has the solution for remote and home solutions also. So moving forward, I'll clearly explain one by one. So we have four types of solutions in Poly. First one is the USB bars, and next Poly Studio X series, and then G7500, that is a modular one. So that is customized for collaboration spaces, and then finally PC based solution, that is specially designed for Teams and Zoom room solutions. In Poly USB bar, we have three types, and also in X series we have three models, and these are the Poly Director AI technology in Poly. So we have group framing, speaker framing, and people framing, and presenter tracking. So these are enhanced by Poly Director AI perimeter. So what first one is group framing. So group framing is nothing but the camera will focus the group. I mean, in the conference room, the camera will focus the entire people, those who are sitting in the room, and it will transmit to the far end. Then speaker framing. Speaker framing means the camera will focus the active speaker who speaks continuously. The camera focus will be on that person only. Then people framing, it's like a news channel debate. So this will cover maximum six people in the room. Then presenter tracking. So the camera will focus the presenter who do the presentation. Yeah, thanks for watching the video. So I'll move to next slide. So we have noise block A in Poly bars. So noise block is nothing but the device will block the unwanted noise except human noise. So like hitting on table, keyboard typing, these noises will not go to the far end. So the device will has the noise block technology to block those. And then we have acoustic fence also in the video bar. Acoustic fence is nothing but the virtual fence the device will create. In that we can create like the angle 30° and 40° like that. So beyond that, the voice will not go to the far end. The device will not capture the voice. Then Poly TC10. So TC10 is nothing but the touch controller. 10 represent the display inches of the touch panel. So this is certified with Zoom and Teams. So in the version of 4.1, which supports the Teams. So this is used to access the device. I mean, for X series and G7500, we can bundle it. Then USB video bars. So as I said in the previous slide, we have three types in this USB video bars. These USB video bars are like BOD mode. So we need to use one small USB cable to a laptop and HDMI to share your content. So in this first one is the R30. So R30 is a 4K device. It has 120° field of view. These also support Poly Director AI technology. It has advanced microphone array. This device is also certified with Zoom and Teams. So these devices we can manage by PolyLens application that we need to install in our laptop. And these are very easy to use and set up. So this device will comes with one camera lens cap. Also, this is a 5x zoom device. Then Poly Studio USB. This is a very famous device. This is also certified with Zoom and Teams. This has 120° field of view. This has 4 beamforming microphone arrays. This is also a 4K camera. I mean, 4K camera. This device will support up to 15 feet of room size. This we can also include one expansion mic with this device. This comes with the RJ11 port. This has noise block and acoustic fence technology. So then we have a V52 model. So this device will support up to 18 feet room size. This has 4K camera with 20 megapixel and a 95° field of view. This also has a good speaker quality and audio output. This also certified with Zoom and Teams. This has advanced like noise filtering technology. As I said, it has acoustic fence also and also noise block. Then Poly Studio E70. So this device we can deploy up to 25 feet room size. This camera has two lenses. One is 170-degree and another lens is a 220-degree field of view. Sorry, 120-degree field of view. This has only inbuilt microphone to capture the audio for the speaker tracking and group framing modes. This we can deploy with G7500 and also like a standalone USB device. This camera has the electronic shutter to automatically open and closes. Poly Studio E60, this is newly launched one. This has a 12x optical zoom and 8 megapixel camera with 4K Ultra HD. This one is this has only two configurations. One is presenter tracking and also group framing mode. This is very simple to use and it's a USB connectivity only. This is the optical zooming camera as compared to E70. E70 is a digital zooming. This is the optical zoom camera. As I explained in last slide, these are the example for presenter tracking and group framing. This we already explained, and this is a small comparison between E70 and E60. So E60, E70 has dual 4K camera, and E60 has only one camera with powerful optical zoom. So E60 we can deploy up to 40 feet room size maximum. So in E70 we have people tracking, people framing mode and speaker framing tracking mode. So whereas in E60 we have only presenter tracking and group framing. These are the sync models. I will skip as of now. So this is also an audio phone. So this is a Poly Studio X family. So this device will comes with a native solution. So we can use these devices by default for Teams or Zoom and Gmeet, Ring Central, Blue Jeans. These are already certified device with that. So we also can either use this device as a BOD mode also by connecting USB-C to A type cable. So this we can bind the TC10 or TC8 with these devices. So first I'll explain one by one in this. So we have three models in this X series also, X30, X52 and X70. So I'll explain about X30 first. So as I said, this is a hybrid solution. We can use IP to IP calling, normal device mode, and then by native Teams or Zoom we can use. So we can deploy this device for Zoom call or Teams or either Poly video app. Video app is nothing but that IP to IP calling. We can deploy these devices. So Poly X30 will support maximum 12 feet room size. So X30 will comes with TC8 or TC10. We can deploy as per our choice. This also has a 4K camera with 5x zoom. This camera has, and it is built in with acoustic fence and noise blocking. And X30, these are the IP based devices. So we can take web console of this device to do some changes in that. So this is totally IP based. Whereas Poly Studio bars are managed by Poly Lens, I explained in last slides. So then X52, this device is also recently launched. These are made up for hybrid solutions. So this also has IP to IP calling for Teams and Zoom certified. Also Gmeet, this certified. This is also a 4K camera with 20 megapixel speaker. Camera quality. This has acoustic fence and noise block AI, and these microphones are directional microphones, which ensures that everyone will hear the sound. Then Poly X70. So this is the highest bar solution we have in Poly. This is nothing but the E70 camera is fixed with this device. This supports maximum 25 feet room size. So we can integrate TC10 also with it. So TC10 with while connected, no, so you'll get the interface of this Teams or Zoom with this TC10. You can make a call with one touch button. So you also can able to initiate a call. So this has speaker tracking, group framing, and conversation mode, and so all the modes you can use with this G7500. Oh, so we mostly use G7500 for the larger rooms, more than 30 feet room sizes. So we can deploy E70 or ceiling microphones or third-party microphones with this model. We also can able to integrate TC8 or TC10 with it. So this is very flexibility for larger room sizes. So this is a physical feature of G7500. It has three HDMI ports, two HDMI output, and one HDMI input to feed the source. I mean, to share your content. It has one LAN port and three microphones we can connect. Either ceiling mics or table mics we can able to connect. It has three USB ports also and two audio jacks. And one port is for HDCI, which is for Eagle Eye 4 camera. We can able to connect with it, and also USB-C port. In case if you want to use BOD mode, you can able to use via that USB-C. So these are the options we can connect with G7500, Poly TC10, full set of API, that is the application. So API we can do that, and E70 IP ceiling microphones, either table microphones and poly microphone adapter, which is end of sale now, and also poly E60 we can integrate with G7500. So then MTR solution or Zoom room solutions on Windows. So these are the particular solutions for my Microsoft Teams or Zoom. So this comes with a small PC, one GC8 touch panel, and camera. So now the Poly has recently introduced TC10. So we can also use with the TC10 either GC8. So this is certified for Teams and Zoom only. So we have different types of solution for small, medium, and larger room solution. For small room up to 10 feet room size, we can use R30 device with this HP PC. So I will explain about the PC configuration in the moving slide. So bar solution will comes with speaker, camera, and mic. So we just integrate. We need to integrate only PC and the TC10 with it or GC8. Then for 15 feet room size, we can use Poly Studio with this one HP PC and GC8. So for this also you'll get acoustic fans and everything as said in Poly Studio. So it is very easy to configure and do the setup. Then it's a standard room, which is 20 feet. For 20 feet room size, we can deploy with V52 with the HP PC and GC8. And this is for larger room. For larger room up to 20 feet, so we can use Poly E70. So E70 is only a camera. So there we need to fix up one speaker and mic. For that, we can choose Trio C60 as a speaker and mic, so which covers up to 20 feet. So for 25 feet, we can cascade one more Trio, or we can able to connect a expansion mic with the Trio C60. Those option is available with it. For more than 30 feet, I mean 25 feet, more than 35 feet, we can connect E60 camera for this. For this also, we can integrate with the Trio C60. We can cascade up to maximum three trios for the based on the room sizes. So one trio will cover up to 20 feet. For HP conf, so this is a PC configuration. So this is a HP PC. So it is preloadedly come with Teams, either Teams or with Zoom. So based on the customer requirement, we can suggest the solution for Teams or Zoom solution. So, so the CPU comes with 12th generation Intel Core i7 and RAM is 16 GB and it's a SSD 256 GB SSD. So this is a small comparison between the larger room, small room, medium room, and standard room kit. So these are the first one is R30, then USB, Poly Studio USB, then Poly Studio V52, then Poly Studio E70. For smaller room, maximum number of people, 3 to 5 people can adopt. So then for small to medium room, 6 to 10 people. Then for standard room kit, 10 to 15 feet and people. For studio large room kit, 15 15 to 20 people can sit. So based on the room size, as I explained in the previous slides, 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet, and 25 feet. Yeah, the camera field of view 120 degree for R30, 120 for Poly Studio USB also. For V52, it is 95 degree. For E70, it has two lenses. So it will cover 70 degree and 120 degree for horizontal field of view. So my mounting options for R30, it's a clamp. For Poly Studio, it's a wall mount or Visa mount. For V52, it's a clamp mount. For E70, either clamp or wall mount. So then mic pickup. First R30 will pick up to 15 feet. Poly Studio also up to 15 feet. For standard room kit, V52, which covers up to 20 feet. Then for E70, which is 25, which is not included here. So it is then it's a speaker. R30 comes with a mono speaker. Poly Studio comes with stereo. V52 also stereo. So here we are using a Trai C60. So the speaker is not mentioned here. Noise block and acoustic fence. So it has in all the bar solutions it has options. So also the framing and tracking. Full directory AI technology supports for all the bars. Then the Poly Studio bars, which can be managed by Poly Lens application for device update or changes, configuration. We can do everything by Poly Lens application. Yeah. So we have the solutions covered by, for huddle room, small room, medium room, and also for larger rooms. So these are the Poly video solution we have. Yeah.
Is there any questions? Mr. Gautam will be able to clarify it.
So any questions?
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah,
Hi, Gautam.
please.
Gautam,
Yeah,
this
hi.
is Kamal from ACT.
Yeah, hi. Tell me.
So how are you categorizing like small room, medium room, and large room? And
So it's
also,
ba-
so when I'm just coming
yeah.
for the small room,
Okay.
so do we require like external mic for these cameras? Because for example, if you are considering a small room as six seaters,
6-seater room.
okay,
Okay.
my camera should be in the like the starting of the TV. Okay. So if
Okay.
6 person sitting and they're talking the mic
Okay.
like performance, I think it will be not that much like sufficient.
See, actually, Poly has the solution based on the room sizes. So based on the room feet, Poly has the solution. So if the room feet crosses beyond that, so then we need to go with the expansion mic. For R30, we don't
So
have
is
the option to connect expansion mic.
preferring for the small rooms?
Yeah, for small rooms also. Small room means, see, the Poly Studio will cover up to 15 feet. If your room size is around 16 feet, there we need to connect the expansion mic.
Oh, so by default we are connecting expansion mic.
No, not by default, based on the customer requirement and the room size.
As a mic, so if needs we can connect the external mic.
Extension mic, yeah, correct.
Okay. So one more question.
Yeah.
You have said it's integrated with Zoom and Teams. So is it
Yes.
licensed or we need to purchase separately for this
Exactly, we need to purchase the MTR or else Zoom room license.
for each devices?
Yes,
So what is
It's
the
a-
maximum for people we can connect from the Zoom license?
not for personal use, it's a room license. For the conference room, you need to purchase.
We need to like if it is Zoom license, then we can create the link and along with the passcode also. Okay, meeting link and
Exactly,
meeting.
correct. It's not about the people. So we need to create a license for the room, separate room. While you are sending the request, I mean invite, no, you need to involve that room ID also to join the call and everything.
This is only for the rally bar equipments, not for the BYOD device.
Yeah, it's not for the bar solution. So we can, it's for the PC, HP PC we are using, no? There it is
Ah.
preloaded actually.
Oh, okay. It is okay. Understand. Okay.
Yeah. Either you can
Thank you.
use with bar solution or camera alone.
Okay.
Yeah. So any other doubts?
Yeah, Mr. Gautam, we want to have some gifts to our customers. So you can ask 2 questions based on the content which you have spoken today. The
Okay.
right answer will be sent a gift. Okay, we are sending a HP backpack by courier to their location.
Okay.
And we want the customers to use the chat box. Okay, whoever is going to give the first right answer will be given the
Okay.
gift.
Okay, sure
Yeah.
then.
So you can
last
ask 2
question.
questions from your end. Yeah.
Okay. So what are the models available in Poly X series? That's my first question. Poly X models, X series, and what is that touch controller model we are using with that? That's my first question.
Mr. Gautam, you're able to see the answers.
1 second.
Yeah, in the chat box.
Not only X70.
Okay, the nearest answer
in
can be
X-
given the gift. The nearest answer. If we have not got the right answer, we want to give it to the nearest answer.
Yeah, so Ayman Afridi. I said the correct answer. X30, X50, X70. But as of now, we are not using X50, which is replaced by X52 now. Okay, is that almost correct answer? Ayman Afridi.
Mr. Afridi, you can also share your contact number in this. We'll call and get the address from you. Yeah. So Gautam sir, you can ask the second question.
So TC10 also can be used as what? TC10 I explained, no, that's the touch controller. We also can use that as a, for what purpose? We can use that. No, it's not a right answer. Kamala Adikesavan has written as a Android, Microsoft Teams. No, for two purposes we can use that TC10 model. Yeah. So who is Mr. Magesh? He has written the correct answer. We also can use this as a room scheduler. Magesh.
Okay, Mr. Mahesh.
Yeah.
Mahesh, sir, please share your number. I think thank you, Mr. Gautam.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
It was a very informative session, and I think the customers would have got a lot of insights on this product.
Okay.
Next session is going to be by Mr. Krishnan Unni from HP, who is an
Sure.
expert on Workstation. Yeah, we have Mr. Krishnan Unni from HP, who is the product specialist for Workstations. And as whatever we have done the previous session, the same thing we are going to continue. We'll have the Q&A, and in the end, we are going to have the questionnaire. And the winners, 3 winners will be getting the gifts. So we request the customer to be little focused, and we want you to win the gifts. Thank you. Over to Mr. Krishnan Unni.
Yeah, so thank you, Bhagya, for giving this opportunity. So as Bhagya introduced, my name is Unni. I manage the workstations for HP. I'm based out of Chennai. Workstation is a high-end computer from HP. It's like we call all our workstations as Z by HP. Why this session is important is like going forward. I think the world is moving to the 5th generation computers right now. So what do you mean by 5th generation computers? Are the computers with AI capability. So previously we had computers with internet capability, or it is like knowledge over the air. Now it's like intelligence over the air. So when the AI PCs are going to come, there would be a differentiation from workstation and the normal PCs. So how a workstation would be different with the AI capabilities is what I'm going to talk about today. So most of the workstations are going to be used for developing many AI features, so which will be used in different businesses. So why a workstation is required for this kind of AI development is because of one basic reason, which is the driving force, is the data. So a lot of you would be using a lot of data within your client devices, whether it is a laptop, whether it is a desktop, whether it is a workstation. So the data is growing. So how AI PC would be like, for example, if you have to open a normal Excel sheet, if it's like 10 KB, 1 MB, 2 MB, which can the file can be opened on a normal desktop or a laptop PC. But when the file size grows, so the Excel sheet grows, it becomes 10 MB, 20 MB, 100 MB, then the number of rows of data is growing inside the Excel sheet. So we have these workstations which are capable of opening, that is so we call it as ingestion and digestion of this data. So it is like the more the data the feed is, the computer is fed with, you need a better device, better in the sense it should have better hardware configuration to open or to open these data and work on these data. So what is differentiation, or what is the difference from the previous technologies? Like a lot of people were using high performance computing, which was like server. So the number of cores were used was very high. Now what is happening is that so why a core is required is for computing the data. So now if you need many number of cores, then you need more number of hardwares to do that high performance computing. But now what is the shift happening is that the core computing is moving from a CPU to GPU. So now the GPU has got a lot of cores. So previously the GPUs were considered as a video graphic memory device. So mostly when you buy a graphic card, mostly you would have asked what is the video memory in that graphic device, whether it's a 4 GB, 6 GB, 8 GB, 10 GB, 12 GB. So there are various graphic cards with different video memory sizes, but that is mostly required for application which needs like 3D, 2D rendering, all those kind of applications. But now people want to do those kind of 3D, 2D or high-end graphic application, as well as they need to work on high-end data. So the data sets. So what I mean by data sets is like an Excel is an example of a data set. A video file is an example of data set. A PowerPoint is an example of data set. Audio files, images, these are all data sets. Now, when you have to work on large data sets. So it's a combination of images, it's a combination of video files, it's a combination of Excel sheets, and you need to do some computing on those data. Then what happens is that the graphic card has got cores. So NVIDIA has got three types of cores. One is a CUDA core, then tensor cores and RT cores. So to process these large kind of data, the graphical cores will be helping in doing a faster computing, because your CPU has got limitation, because CPU cores are uh, very low. It can't have so the maximum is a 32 core. Now we have workstations which have got 56 core, which is 96 cores. But in that same workstation, when you put a graphic card, there are graphic card which has got 12,000 cores. There are graphic card which has got 8,000, 18,000 cores. There are graphic cards which 8,000 cores. So the parallel computing will happen on these graphic cards. So for any AI development, the best products today is a workstation, which can do a lot of parallel computing. Now, why this is required? Because of the AI. Now, AI PCs, I told you, the AI PCs will work on applications which are already developed by AI. But there are a lot of companies who are using AI technologies to develop new codes or new functionalities. So for all these development, the best recommended product is a workstation. Why I'll tell you, like say for example, for that you'll have to understand what a basic AI is. Like AI, these are different formats of AI. One is a computer vision. So computer vision is an ability of a computer to imagine or to think like a human brain and to simulate what the human brain does. So human brain has got its own limitations, but in computer vision, it's an ability of AI, wherein it will think like, say, for example, it's like a facial recognition. So facial recognition, human brains can identify by the human faces. So in computer vision, what happens? A lot of data is fed onto the computer, and it recognizes by the face, because it has already got that data of that face which is stored in that, and it recognizes that this is the person. So this is done using the data feeding and then the programming which is done. Similarly, a natural language processing. This is ability of the computer to understand the way humans write and speak. So this is another AI. So then the generative AI. So natural language processing is your speech recognition, your chat bots, which are now implemented by most of the companies to improve efficiency within the organization. Now large language models are coming up. So it is used in different fields. Generative AI, one of the famous generative AI is the Chat GPT. I think most of you would have used a Chat GPT, wherein you type something and it gives you the results of what you want to do. So it is like you prompt something, it gives you the information. Similarly, the content creation is like is a generative AI wherein you want to create a content. It's like you give a image. Say, for example, you just type that you want to see a animal wearing a human dress. So the AI will generate an image of an animal with wearing a human dress. So which was not possible previously. So now this is possible instantly using generative AI. Recommendation engines. These are filtering tools. It is based on the algorithm. So recommendation engines are used by each one of us. If you order using an Amazon, Swiggy, if you use Netflix, if you use Amazon Prime, so it filters according to the algorithm. So if it's an Amazon Prime, you are watching some action movie or you are watching a comedy movie, it gives you recommendations that these are the movies which you can watch. So these are AI platforms. So this kind of platforms are now used in different industries, healthcare, biotech, science, public sector, to develop different kinds of functionalities within the organization. So Workstation is a product which can be helpful in developing using these AI platforms and create a lot of new things within the organization. So, and now who would be working on these kind of AI platforms or AI things? One is a business professional. It can be in any business professional in sales, marketing, any professional. There are data scientists. So data scientists are uh, they are they work on billions of data and they come out with outcomes or insights for the organization. For example, say a sports analyst, say in IPL, there are a lot of data scientists who works on different kinds of data. So they take last 10, 15 years of the data and they come out. It can be a pitch analysis, it can be a fielding analysis, it can be a player analysis, it can be anything. And they provide insights. Based on that insights, the team can work so that they win IPLs. So it's a data scientist. Then we have product designers and engineers who are working on future design products using AI. So how it would be useful when we are designing a product. Professional creators are those creators who are into the the YouTubers, bloggers, the professional content creators. So they all use. So these are the people who need workstations for developing their own skill set or their own kind of subject matter. AI engineers are like they are those kind of people who are working for the Netflixes and Amazons who create algorithms. So based on the every user. So there are millions of users who are using Amazon. So there are AI engineers who are working, who are taking the data of each and every consumer who's ordering through Amazon. They understand the behavior and they create algorithms in such a way that when you open that particular uh, website of yours, it will show you that recommendation or filtering. Say, for example, you ordered a mobile phone, it will immediately throw you the recommended cover case for that. It will give you recommendations for Bluetooth headset or something. So these are all done by the AI engineers. And last is like endpoint users, which is like you and me. Everybody who's using a computer would be using AI in one way or the other. So it is a choice whether you can use a device which is a normal AI PC, or you can use a device which can be used for AI as well as you can use it for developing of AI. So now coming to the product portfolio. So I was talking about use cases and how the market is going to use AI in different industries. Uh, Now as HP, we have our workstations, which we call it as Z workstations. So we call it as a Z family. So HP, we have been manufacturing workstations since 1988. It's like almost 40 to 43 years we have been manufacturing workstations. And previously, the workstations used to be like application specific. So there were particular users. The industry verticals were like media and entertainment, architecture, engineering, manufacturing. So these were the customers typically who were buying workstations because they were using a particular software which wanted a hardware which is certified for those software applications. But now how the industry is changing is like now, since AI, machine learning, deep learning, all these things have come up. Now it's like it is every industry needs a workstation if they are going to implement, and if they don't implement AI, it is going to be I mean that business is not going to flourish in the coming years because AI is going to be like it is like a fuel. So now, uh, so in HP, we have the workstation. So workstation, though we call it as a workstation, it's a high-end computer. It has got the basic things like a CPU, RAM, hard disk, graphic card, like a normal computer. But what is different in workstations is like uh, these are the mobile workstations. So every workstation, every mobile workstation we have, it has got this graphic capability. The discrete graphic capability. And as I told you, this graphics is not for video graphics. It is not for gaming. It is not for entertainment. This is for pure development. Because NVIDIA has got two types of graphic card, which is one is a professional graphic card and one is a GeForce gaming graphic card. So gaming is not for development; it is more of consumption. These are all professional graphic cards which are there in these machines, which are used for developmental purposes. So coming to the product, so we have, according to the workflow, the amount of data which you need to compute, the kind of applications which you need to run. The products also goes up the ladder. So we have entry level, which is the ZBook Firefly, which is like this is an end user product. So there is a thin line between a normal laptop and a Firefly. So people who are using a normal laptop, and if you are using a Firefly, it will have the same configuration, similar configuration, but a Firefly will perform better compared to a normal laptop. Why? Because it's a Z workstation. It is tested in such a way that it is bound to perform better. So if you run both the applications on a normal laptop and on a Firefly, though the configuration is the same, the Firefly will perform better because the bus speed, the build, everything is completely different on a workstation compared to a normal laptop. So in Firefly, we have two options. One is a 14-inch and one is a 16-inch. In 14-inch, we have Intel and AMD options, whereas in 16-inch, we have only Intel option. So here, this machine supports these are all the latest Intel Core Ultra processors. So the Ultra processors. That's why if you see here, AI PC is mentioned against Firefly, ZBook Power, ZBook Studio. ZBook Fury will not have AI because their Intel is continuing with the 14th generation processors, whereas in AI PCs, Intel has launched the new generation of processors called as uh, Intel Core Ultra processors. So this is how the Intel Core Ultra nomenclature works. So previously the processor was called as Raptor Lake. So wherein it had four letters. So it was like an i7. So 1360P used to be the processor number. This is just an example. So in 2024, the Ultra processor is a Meteor Lake, wherein the Core i5, i7 will not be used by Intel. It is a U processor. So you have U7, U5, U9 processor. So 165H as an example is given here. So one is this first generation of the ultra core processors, and 65 is the processor number, and you have U and H. So why U and H is like U is a low voltage, or it's a low wattage processor. It's a 15-watt processor. H has got a higher wattage. It's a 28 watt and 45 watt. So what it means is that, like, if you are using a U processor, you need to use a normal 65 watt adapter. But when you use an H series processor, then your adapter should be 100 watts, because that CPU needs more power. So the U and H processors, that's how it is used for ultra low voltage, whereas H is for high wattage, or the TDP is higher. Now, what are the productivity engines in the new ultra processors? There are three productivity engines. So one is a CPU, and another is an NPU and GPU. CPU is your normal central processing unit, which is again the core, which has got say 4 core, 6 core, 8 core, depending on the processors. NPU is a new thing which has come in the processor. It's a neural processing unit. So what happens is that when you have this AI features which your machine wants to work, most of the AI features are offloaded onto the NPU, and NPU will make the machine work faster, uh, putting lesser load on the CPU. And how it helps benefits the user is like your battery life is extended, because when you use the CPU, CPU load goes up. It is it increases the battery consumption, whereas when it is offloaded to NPU, it increases the battery life. And GPU is like a discrete graphic card, wherein you can do all your data analytics, or any video rendering, which is your 2D, 3D kind of thing on this GPU. Another new introduction in this AI PCs is like the Microsoft Copilot. So most of these AI PCs will come with a dedicated button for Microsoft Copilot. So which means, like, say for example, you open an Excel sheet and you want to do a pivot of that. You can just ask the Copilot to do that, and the Copilot will do that pivot for you. So that's how it's a chat GPT which is getting integrated onto the machine. So it is not for Excel sheet. It can be integrated with anything. You can do your meeting alignments. You can do n number of things using Copilot. So it is a co-integration of what you do, and it increases the productivity. So for that, you have a dedicated Copilot uh, button. So now coming to the workstations. So workstations, we have desktop workstations. I was talking about mobile workstations previously. So mobile workstations has got limitations because again, Intel's processors, or AMD's processor, if you see, it has got an i5, i7, or U5, U7, U9 kind of processors, or Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7, Ryzen 9. So these processors are having certain limitations. If you have more computing to be done, then those processors are not capable of that. Then you will have to buy a desktop workstation. There is no alternate. There is no portability you will get to do those high-end computing, because mobile form factor, as you know, it's very thin and lightweight. But if you have to do like high-end computing, then the desktop is workstation is the right product. So in desktop, we have all our workstations are named as Z. So we have Z1 and Z2, Z4, Z6, Z8. So the higher you go, it can handle much better workflows. It can handle much data. It can handle much compute. So that's how the products vary. So I'm not going deep into these products, but I'll just give you some unique products which we have. So we have something called a Z2 Mini, which is like a mobile. Just right. Okay. So here we have a Z2 Mini. This is a very small workstation, which is like a 3.5 liter machine. but it is capable of doing good compute. It can have accommodate graphic cards also up to 12 GB. Then we have a small form factor. So this is 3.5 liters. If you move to a small form factor, it will be around 8 liters, which can be kept as a bed, and on that a monitor can be mounted. But again, it doesn't have it's since the chassis is smaller, you have limitation in putting the graphic card. But this can accommodate up to 16 GB of graphic card. Then you have the tower. Now tower is a big chassis wherein you can put more graphic card. It can accommodate up to 24 GB. Now it's 32 GB graphic card because it's a 700-watt chassis. And it's like almost 50 to 21 liter. So another unique product of HP is like a rack workstation. So we have a rack workstation, which is a 1U rack. This is not a server. This is a workstation, which means it's a one-to-one device. But again, once you mount on this rack, how do you access this device? Because rack will be on your data center. It will have its own power supply network, and you can't go and work near this machine. So we have our own unique software called HP Anywhere. So how it works is like the workstation is rack mounted using any device. It can be a laptop, it can be an iPad, it can be a Chromebook, it can be a Windows device, Mac device, it can be any OS device. Just using an internet, you can connect to this rack, and whatever the workstation hardware is there on the rack, that power gets transformed onto your device. Just the medium is internet, and there is no data which flows. The data lies on the workstation, which is on the rack. Only the pixels travel. So how it is useful is like anybody who is working on this, who needs a workstation kind of a hardware to do their job, and they have limited accessibility in reaching office or coming to office and work. Uh, then they can go for this. Again, this is the software works one-to-one. It is not a one-to-many license. It's like one-to-one. But advantage is like it is a seamless connection. It is not like your team or any desk which has got lags. This can take care of high-end 3D, 4K videos, 8K videos, whatever you are doing, trying to do on a workstation. The same can be done using your device through which you are connecting it. Now, the higher you go, we have we have the last machine Z8 Fury G5. This is a machine which is capable of, if you see a processor which goes up to 56 core, but we can put 4 graphic cards, each graphic card having 18,000 cores. So 18,000 into 4 kind of cores can be obtained on this machine. It's like a very higher end machine. This can be configured up to for like 50, 60 lakhs for one machine with higher end configuration. It goes up to 2 TB of RAM. It can goes up to 140 TB of storage. So that's a very higher end machine. So all machines, if you see, it depends on the application and kind of workflow you need to do. And it is not that like say we have a machine like Z4 G5. If you do some work on a Z4 G5, the same work if you do on a Z6, the time taken is lower. So that's how the machines are categorized. So the higher end machine you go, the time taken or the task would be lower. So I was talking about this are the solutions which we have. So our machines can be rack mounted. So we have 1U rack, we have 5U, 4U kind of desktop workstations, which can be rack mounted. HP Anywhere software is a software which I was talking about. Using an internet, you can access these devices. And we also have a unique solution, which is like a remote system controller. So why this is required is like when you have many machines which are rack mounted. Now you need to manage these devices. So since workstation is a one-to-one device, it doesn't have a KVM or an ILO. So we have developed this ILO or a KVM for workstations, wherein you can manage these workstations on the rack, which means you can do a wake up plan, we can do a BIOS update, you can do anything which you are trying to do on a server. Similar thing you can do it on a workstation. But again, workstation is a one-to-one device, though it cannot be used as a clustering is not possible, sharing is not possible. It is like one-to-one device. Now, we talked about AI, we talked about how AI can be developed, different industry verticals who are going to develop AI. Then we talked about mobile workstations, we talked about desktop workstations. Now, HP as a company, we have all these products. So as I told you, workstations we have been manufacturing for last 43 years, but we never compromise on these things. One is like performance, reliability, security. We provide solutions. We are a sustainable company. So how we achieve is like performance is like partnership which we have with Intel, NVIDIA, AMD. So this partnerships has been for more than 40 years. How this helps is like before Intel launches a processor, before AMD launches the processor, before NVIDIA launches a graphic card, it is actually tested on our workstations. Uh, uh, so, uh, so before the product is out to the market, we do complete testing. We do all kinds of so that the performance is up to the maximum. So that's how we get exceptional performance. But this kind of performance will not come when you try to assemble a device. So because that ecosystem is not uh, not created when you just assemble a machine. Because here we are talking about a product which is already tested by having partnership with all these companies. Now, one is performance. Next is security. So we ensure that all our products are secure. So for that, we have developed or built our own tools to ensure that these products, because most of the products will be connected to the net. So there are a lot of hackers, malware, ransomware attack. So in our machines, we have some security suite built in. So this we uh, give by default. It is not at a extra cost. We have basic security suite which comes when you buy the workstations, and it takes care of a lot of security or malware attacks. So it will complement to whatever extra softwares you have within the organization. Uh, so, uh, so these are exclusive or exclusive things which HP offers with our workstations. Last is the reliability. So reliability is our DNA. So we don't put a Z logo in our workstations if the product is not exceptionally performing, if it's not reliable, and if it's not secure. So these are all DNAs of HP's Z workstations. So testing means we all our workstations are bound to work 24 hours, 7, 365 days. It's got all kinds of testing. So I'll just take you to the next slide. So these are kind of the testings which we do, extensive testings which we do, or brutal testings which we do on the workstations. So brutal means we test, say for example, if it's a temperature testing, we increase the temperature and test the device till the device fails. So that's the kind of brutal testing which we do. Uh, we have vibration test, thermal test, three-axis temperature shock. We have drop test, hinges test, mechanical shock, port durability, keyboard durability, radiated emissions. So radiated emissions is something which is like EMC. So electromagnetic emissions are there, which are like harmful for other equipments to work. So if you have a workstation which emits these kind of radiations, it can harm other devices as well, other electronic devices. So we ensure that this is tested and it doesn't emit any those kind of electromagnetic emissions which can harm other electronic devices. Last is like all our products are sustainable. So sustainability is something wherein what we do is that we use most of our mobile workstations are 100% aluminum. We use the plastics which are ocean-bound plastics, which are like recyclable. We use a lot of Energy Star, EPEAT kind of certifications. So how it is helpful is like so the power used in these workstations, we give a power efficient or the SMPs of these workstations are power efficient, which means like it's like 92% efficient, which means you put 100% of power, 92% is used, only 8% is wasted. So this is how that is. This is my last slide. So we have products which are good in performance, which are reliable, which are secure. Apart from that, we also bundle a lot of solutions within our workstation. So if you want to do a lot of data science, AI, ML, so most of these softwares works on open source, which is like Ubuntu. 60 to 70% are working on Ubuntu. So we preload a data science stack. So if you're doing data science projects, so buying an HP workstation, we preload all these softwares. Like for example, Python, Fruit, TensorFlows, Keras. These are all the things which we pre-bundle and we ship it from our factory so that you don't have to spend your time in installing these, because why it is important is because to install these softwares, it is difficult. You need a real skill set to install this, though it is open source. There is no instruction set to install these things. So it is time-taking task. So we pre-bundle or preload from our factory and ship it. So that from the day one you can start using these data science softwares. If you have any data science projects or if you need these kind of applications within the machine. That's all. Thank you.
Is there any questions? Any clarity required with regard to this session?
Yes, ma'am. Last you said into the data science, the bundle it will come along with the laptop, or how it is?
Yeah, it is like if you are not if you are buying a workstation without these softwares, after buying it, we can you can download it from our cloud also. That is also possible.
Post.
Or else
For
if
that
it
we
is
have to
back
pay
to
any
the
extra?
no, nothing. It's free of cost.
Post this training and put.
Okay. Okay, very good, sir.
There's no extra
And
cost.
what is the cost it will start from? The books, the laptops?
Z-books. The Z-books
approximately.
Z-books are available around
I think you
80K, 80K plus.
80K plus. It is
Yeah.
okay. It is business. All are business versions.
Yeah, all these are Z-books. So the entry level i5 is available starting from 80K.
Well, no, it is on data science books. That is I'm asking.
Data science, Unisar,
so data
approximate
science,
price.
no, data science starts from a ZBook power. So ZBook power starts from an i5 processor. So I think it starts from 1.2, 1.3 lakhs. If it is on a
Including bundle
mobile
software.
workstation. Yeah, including bundle software.
Okay.
Bundle software is free of cost.
Okay, sir. And you showed me in the rack model, one rack model. That
Yes.
can I use for the any for server purpose, or servers is different totally?
No, it is not a server. So that will have Xeon processors starting from a 6 core to 24 cores. It will have 256 GB of RAM. It can have graphic card and it can have storage, but it's again a one-to-one device. It's not a one-to-many. So you cannot share this device.
Okay.
One person has to use
No,
one
what is the
device
use
only.
for that? That is only I'm asking. That one-to-one device.
So-
If it is can fix in the rack, which purpose
So you,
I can use?
so see, so you have a desktop workstation user who is using this desktop workstation at office. So, but if this desktop workstation is mounted onto the rack, there is no need of that user to come to office daily. Even if he is in remote, he
Okay.
he can access this workstation from any remote location using an HP Anywhere software.
Oh, very good, very good. Okay, but using it like remote.
Yes.
I need to carry one laptop or something, but my data,
Yeah.
everything, all the data into my desktop only in the rack model desktop. I can use anywhere. Same. I don't want to
Correct.
change into logins or something data.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
One place,
Correct.
one login.
Correct.
Okay. Understand, sir. Very good, sir.
Unisa, you can ask 3 questions.
Oh, I'm
And
not
whoever is going to
prepared,
give the
but-
right answer in the chat will be given a gift.
Okay,
We'll be
I'm
sending
not
the
prepared
gift
with.
courier.
No, I'm not prepared for the questionnaire.
No,
Yeah,
from
it
the
was-
content what you have spoken, you can just ask some 3 questions if possible. Because we want to give something to customer.
Okay. Okay. So I was talking about a mini workstation. So can anybody tell about what is the model of that mini workstation?
Sir, you can also check the reply
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
chat.
it's
Yeah.
correct. Correct.
Who's a winner? Can we consider Madam Sunita?
Before that, somebody else. Tirunavkar.
Okay, Mr. Tirusa. Okay. Fine. Yeah, you can ask the second question now.
So what are the 3 productivity engines in the Intel Core Ultra processors? Yeah, it's not i7 Ultra. So I think it is very difficult for us to transform into this new series because we have been talking about i3, i5. Now it's all U5, U7. So it is a little difficult. So the new terminologies and all which will be coming is like TOPS, trillions operations per second. So going forward, the PCs would be categorized as like how many TOPS it can do. So that's going to be the AI PCs, the future PCs. But it's all Ultra 5, it's all U5, U7, U9. And that the correct answer is CPU, NPU. I think Mr. Devraj.
Mr. Devraj. Okay.
Answer.
Yeah. And you can ask the last question, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, so we talked about one ILO KVM for workstations. What was it called?
Can you repeat the question, sir? Please, sorry.
Yeah, so we have an ILO or a KVM switch, which we have introduced for workstations. So I was explaining. So anybody has the name?
Check panel.
I think, yeah, it was a remote system controller. So that is what is, so HP remote system controller is the right answer. I think nobody answered it correctly. Should I answer? I mean, should I ask one more question?
Yeah, one more
Abhagya,
question you
or,
can ask, sir. You can ask one more question. A easy one, which I want the
Okay.
customer to reply. Yeah.
So I was talking about different mobile workstations. Can somebody give me that entry level workstation model? Firefly is the right answer. I think Mr. Rajendra.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Mr. Unni.
Thank
I
you.
believe customer would have learned a lot about the latest technology which is available. Thank you so much for your session.
Thank you.
And now we would like to conclude with the Supreme PPT. That is, we want to run through the products which we deal with. I request another maximum 10 minutes of your time. We'll be completing before that. So first, I would like to give a very small intro about our company. We are completing 30 years of our operation by this November, and we have been associated with most of the IT brands in this industry. We have a dedicated in-house and the field support who can cater all the solution products in terms of IT products. And there is also post-sales team who is available for the customers after sales support. And we are proud to say that we are highly ethical company and with lot of transparency with our customers and vendors. We run our business. And to start with the products, the compute products, HP computing devices, we all know most of the customers, they've been buying from us. We would like to give the latest features which are available like HP Sure Start, Sure Click, Sure View, Sure Sensor and Sure Recover is available in most of the computing devices of HP. And the latest device is supporting the AI technology. And we have also associated with ASUS commercial products, laptops and desktops. And there is a unique product in ASUS, which comes with the numeric keypad available on the touchpad, okay, which is not available with any of the brands. And next, I would like to just run through on the HP servers. We have the latest fourth and fifth generation Xeon scalable processors with the next generation technology that supports up to 64 cores and 16 DIMM slots and memory up to 8 TB it can support. The new ILO can enable the security features which can configure, monitor and update your Gen 11 servers seamlessly without any issue from anywhere. On the cloud basis, it can be used. The third product is the backup and NAS storage solution which we provide. We have very high performance NAS and SAN storage solution. A single bay, it can support up to 22 TB of hard drive. And the maximum storage which is available in a NAS is up to 1 petabyte, which is almost 1000 TB. And even by adding an expansion bay, the size can be increased further. And we have experts, the pre-sales experts are available who can guide you what is the right product for your backup solution. You can always contact us. Next comes the imaging and printing solution. There are printers in HP up to 60 ppm. And these are the high-end printers which can give better performance, and also there are slightly low-end cost effective printers which are called smart tag printers, which can yield maximum page with just 10 ppm. I mean 10 paisa per page. And there are also scanners which can scan up to 125 ppm. See, these are the high-end products which are available. I don't want to run through the entry level so that we want to update our customers what are high ends which are available. If you want to go with some other models, you can always contact us. And the next comes the networking solution. We have the active and passive range of products from multiple brands which are mentioned in the PPT. D-Link, Comscope, Aruba, Cisco and Grandstream, which we have recently tied up. They have the IP phones which are very effective and cost. They are also very cost effective. You can always reach out us. We are able to see customers buying regularly. Whoever has purchased the Grandstream, they're giving us regular business. They are very happy with the quality of the product. And next is a surveillance solution, which is a Hikvision. They have come out with a color view, vision and audio, which comes default along with that. And there is a 8 megapixel camera, which is available in analog and IP, and the price starts from just 2K. So if you're interested, you can approach us. I would like to talk about the display solution. Display, there are multiple brands which are available as mentioned. Sony, LG, BenQ and Samsung. See, the commercial displays when compared to the consumer displays, it is going to be, the quality is much better. It comes with a 3 years warranty and there is going to be a free installation which is available, and it can be used for 16/7 and 24/7 application. So you should think when the quality is 3 years and when you can use it for a longer duration, obviously the life of the product also will be much better. And next is the projectors. We deal with the home projectors, business projectors, education. There are multiple segments of projectors which are available. You can reach out us. And monitors, the reputed brands which are mentioned here. We are the stockist for these brands: Samsung, LG, BenQ, Lenovo, and HP. I think the monitors I would like to complete. And you can call us for the multiple types of monitors which are available as a gaming monitor. Then curve monitors are available, smart monitors, which can be more interactive when you have a discussion with your team. It can be a bigger monitor. For the small boardroom size, even a consumer monitor with the smart monitor, you'll be able to perform better. The person who's sitting next to you, they'll be able to. We are the authorized Samsung BYOD partner, that is bring your own device concept. And they have the latest S24 mobile, which comes with the new breakthrough, like you can language, time, and it is against the barriers of language, time, and other productivity. It is going to help you to perform better. And even Lenovo tablets are available with a pen, which is included. It comes with the latest processor, octo core processor, for the smooth gaming and multitasking. And the next is the software. We are the authorized Microsoft partner with the certified partner. We also supply the perpetual license, and there is a big deal. You can always come to us. There's a special price available. We'll be able to work out good price and give it to you. Other than that, we also have Adobe, AutoCAD, McAfee, Kaspersky, other licenses. Lifestyle products. See, everyone need to have a better lifestyle. So when you use such lifestyle products, you will have the real experience in terms of listening, or when you make the other person on the other end, they'll be able to hear it clearly, and that also gives a good feel. And also the Carvan speakers are available, which can be a very good product for gifting. The last is going to be the laptop service. We have a dedicated team who can do the service from the keyboard service up to the chip level servicing. And we also supply the genuine spares like batteries, adapters with a proper warranty, which can be given to you. And with this, we want to end the session. We thank you so much for each and everyone who has spent time of yours during the office hours. And we would like to repeat more of such webinars on different range of products. Okay, so you can always reach out. My name is mentioned in the slide. You can also call the respective sales executives. They'll be able to support you. If you have any challenge, you can reach out to me. Thank you so much. We have also posted the training video in Supreme YouTube channel. You can just go through whatever the doubts you have. You can just go back and check. And if you want to have more information about the product, you can contact us. Thank you.